Alright, yo, what's up everyone? Casey with casinatortrades. So today we're going to be going over some like prop firm updates. So we're going to discuss the Apex prop firm update right now. So if you haven't been aware, a lot of people are being put in a probation status with Apex. I've been recently put in the probation status, and you can see right here since September 28th. So that was like 3 days ago on Saturday. Today is Tuesday, October 1st. And yeah, so right now people are getting like a lot more are getting on the probation status, and some people including myself didn't get an email. This was the original email. This was just put off someone's Twitter, but this was the original email that people were getting. I personally didn't get an email or anything. So, and other traders are saying that they've been put on probation status and they still haven't got an email or anything. So it's just kind of a weird area right now. So I'll keep you guys like updated on what all I know. So what I know is that we are currently on probation status, and we currently can't buy any more valuations. So we're not sure. See, this is this thing with Apex. They should be like updating us and like emailing us like all these updates, right? So we don't know if we like. Let's say I blow these funded accounts, right? These are my last funded accounts. I don't know if it's my last funded accounts. Let's say I blow them or something, and like what, I can't trade for them for another 2 years. So it's like we don't know. And yeah, I'm just keeping you guys updated. So we don't know, but people are on probation still getting payouts. So that is a big plus. It's just, it's going to be hard for people. Like, let's say you only have one funded account and then you got put on probation. Like, it's kind of unfair. Or let's say you had like a $500 buffer and you got put on probation. You got $500 to work with. It's not really like much to work with. And yeah, so people on probation are still able to get payouts. They're just on a lot more stricter rules. So that is good that you're still able to get payout, right? So you just have to be above the buffer, which is unfortunate because you just had to reach the buffer before, and then you could take the full payout amount, which is huge, right? That's why everyone liked it. But now if you're on probation like myself, you need to be above the buffer. So I have the 100k accounts. Each account size is a different buffer. So for the 100k account, the buffer stops at 3100. So instead of me being at $3,100 and taking the full amount in 10 trading days, I have to crest anything over $3,100. So it's like if I wanted to take the full payout, each account size has a different payout limit, payout cap for the first 3 months. But let's say I wanted to take a full payout now. Now I have to get to a $5,600 balance. See what I'm saying? But it's like, let's say I have a $4,100 balance. I'm pretty sure I'm still able to withdraw $1,000 from each account, which is all right, I guess. But it's like, just makes it harder. You know what I'm saying? Especially we have more pressure because we don't know if it's our last payout accounts. But apparently you're just on stricter rules, and they're apparently evaluating us for a live prop account. We don't really know. I don't know. No one really knows the updates on them, so I'm just keeping you update on what's updated right now. Today is October 1st, end of the day, trading at 1 o'clock PST. So I'll release this video tomorrow morning. So they're just a lot more stricter rules. So these are the rules they need to follow. Continue trading a consistent size and do all this stuff. If you want to like pause the video and read through it, you can totally do that. I'm not going to read it word for word. You can pause it right here and just read it or something. But yeah, the big thing is that you are able to withdraw. It just has to be above the buffer, and anything above the buffer. So, but I think if you on probation and you request a payout below, like anything that goes below the buffer, I think it will be denied. So keep that in mind. We don't want that to happen. You don't want to get your payout denied, right? After all your hard work. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's the update on it. We don't know if it's our last accounts. People are still getting payouts with them, and apparently Apex has been pretty fast with the payouts recently. So like this month, they've been approving the payouts really quick and sending them out pretty quick, which is good. But like I said, we don't know anything else about like if these are officially our last accounts, if we lose them, or if we're going to put in a live account. But this is what we know. We're able to withdraw still. It just has to be able to buffer, and you have to follow these stricter rules. And yeah, and we can't buy any more evaluations as of right now. I don't know if we're able to purchase them in the future, but this is what's updated right now. And yeah, so keep you guys updated. I'll make more updates as more information comes out and all that. But yeah, let's go, guys. I literally thought I was done with the video, but look at this. So I literally just found this out now. So recently, here's the update. So if we go to the payout section, if you're on probation status, look at this. Recently, you were notified of a probation status or specific trading guidelines and restrictions that will be monitored on your accounts. You need to complete 10 trading days from the date of that notification under the listed guidelines in order to access the payout request function. It's kind of dumb. They're making this like trading like a lot harder for us to get a payout. So now, instead of like on my PA charts, my PA accounts, I had like 7-8 trading days. So now it's irrelevant because now I had to trade another 10 trading days on top of that in order to request a payout. So I got the notification of probation on September 28th. So now I basically have to trade this whole week and next week each day in order to request a payout, and I have to be above the buffer. So they're just making it so much harder to do this. So it's kind of dumb and annoying. And yeah, so basically you have to trade an additional 10 trading days to access this feature. Look at this. It is what it is. It's life, I guess. These are my old accounts, but my new accounts, I was pretty close to the payout stages. I could probably requested a payout on Friday if everything went well and I got to the threshold. But so now you have to be above the buffer, request anything above the buffer, have stricter trading guidelines, and now you have to trade an additional 10 days, 10 trading days, not 10 calendar days, 10 trading days from the time you got that notification. So keep that in mind. If you got it yesterday, now you have to trade an additional 10 trading days. Kind of stupid, kind of annoying. They're making it a lot harder for us to get payouts and trade and putting a lot of pressure on us. And yeah, so just keep you guys updated. And yeah, it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Alright guys, let's go over MyFundedFutures prop firm update. So MyFundedFutures did some nice updates. They did a new trading plan with them. So they have a new plan called the Starter Plus plan. So the Starter Plus, they have a starter account and an expert account, and now they have a Starter Plus. So the Starter Plus is kind of like right in the middle. So let's go over it. They just announced it today. And yeah, so what you need to know with the Starter Plus plan, it's more expensive than the starter and less expensive than the expert. It's like right in the middle. So no T1 rules. This is what the updates with these accounts. So no T1 news rules on eval or funded account. So that's a big, if you're a trade news, that's like your trading style. I personally don't trade news, but if you trade news, you're able to do that. I know that you're not allowed to trade news on expert and starter accounts. So I think this one you can trade news, so that's something to keep in mind if you do trade news for your trading style. No daily loss limit on eval or funded. So if you don't like to have a daily loss limit, you don't have it. So that's pretty cool. On the starter accounts, they do have a daily loss limit. Each account is like a different daily loss limit of size. Extra account, no daily loss limit, and now the Starter Plus, no daily loss limit. You cannot pass in one day like the starter or expert. So with this one, you basically have to pass. You can pass in 2 days minimum, but yeah, if you just make 50%. So the profit target on the 50K account is 3,000. So just don't go over $1,500 on your best trading day for the challenges. No consistency rule on the funded account, so that's big. So that's big because the starter plan, you do have a 40% consistency rule. With the funded and the expert, there is no consistency rule. So this one is no consistency rule on funded. That's pretty big. So if you have a big winning day, that'll work out in your favor. 110 micro scaling on eval accounts. So for 1 mini, you're able to trade 10 micros. But on the funded, keep this in mind. 1 mini, you're only allowed to trade 5 micros on the funded. Keep that in mind. So if you trade micros, I don't personally trade micros, but if you trade micros, you got to keep that in mind. It's half the size on the funded. Keep that in mind. So they have this Starter Plus. It's available only in the month of October, apparently. You can use my code Casinator, CASINATOR. Use code Casinator for the best and latest deals. Excuse me, best and latest deals. So yeah, so it's pretty cool, I guess. So if you're on the fence of the expert account and the starter account, I guess this is a good leeway. There's like pros about it and cons, but for me personally, I like the experts. They're just so much more freedom in it. There's a lot less rules. You don't have to worry about it. Just what I like to use. If you use the starter, that's totally fine, or starter plus, that's totally fine. It's what you prefer, like what you do good, and you just read the rules and see what works best for your trading style and strategy. So keep that in mind. 20% off is only available October 1st through 7th. So these are the prices after the discount. And oh, guys, also they also added crypto and ACH payments. So if you want to pay through crypto or through your bank with an ACH transfer or something, you're able to do that. And of course, they have credit and debit cards. So that's a plus. They added crypto and ACH payments. And yeah, so overall, I like the expert. That's just what I like and what I use. But this one, I guess it's a cool thing if you're like on the fence, just something to keep in mind, give you a little more option. And like, yeah, let's say if you're on the fence from the starter, you don't like let's say you don't like the consistency rule on the starter accounts, and you want a no consistency rule, you have that here with the starter plus. So yeah, there's pros and cons. And yeah, of course, this costs a little more than the starter, but they're also a lot cheaper than the expert. And yeah, so that's the update with them. They added some new payment methods if you want to check out and stuff. So pretty cool. And yeah, here's their profit targets with starter plus and end of day drawdowns. Their end of day drawdowns, I love that. I don't like the trailing drawdowns. And yeah, so pretty cool update. And yeah, so that's that for MyFundedFutures. So pretty cool.